Gotta get through all this crap. Standing on principle. During the previous battle, Calamo and the Night Construct spotted the Gerudo warrior who came to Hyrule for help. But why has she chosen to fight alone, away from the other Gerudo? Ooh, some crazy backstory here that we're never gonna explore.
Don't go wandering off, bud.
Alright. I would contribute to a 3D printing channel. Yeah, we might be the only two if I made a 3D printing channel. I don't have any that I need to do for like any side quests or anything. Okay, sure. Onward. On we go.
I'm setting out.
I feel like I'm playing Pokemon Legends Arceus when the camera angle changes and a whole bunch of things suddenly pop in. Back there. What it feels like. Alright. Get our 2 support weapons to call down. Done here.
Huh?
Huh? I think like someone's in real trouble over there. Sure, that sure is a lot of monsters too. Head over and join the battle against the monsters. What? I was charging right through. Oh my god. Game didn't even care. Coolest creation so far is a DS cartridge holder that I put custom text on. That's nice there. Doing custom text on things is always fun. Like the different trophies I've made for the different tournaments that I've ran. That's always some good fun there. Who be you? Hey look, a Gerudo with a weapon that actually looks like it fits in the sheath for once. Hey, I know you. Need a hand? That's Shulani. It's you. If you're offering aid, I gladly accept. Defeat the electric goblin and its allies. What do I have on there? Fire, apparently. Oh my god, the sounds are so annoying. They're being electrocuted like crazy and just hearing a bazillion bokoblins all going. This game is way too stimulating. Whoops, I did not mean to hit that twice. I wasn't sure it went through the first time, so I hit it a second time. Well, we've barely made any progress. Just restart. I've already used 2 things. I don't like the electric dudes. But yeah, I have planted a piranha plant as a gift for a friend. Nice. Very nice. Start getting involved with like some of the painting stuff that I do for gifts for some friends here. Now that this guy's all complete here. As if I haven't shown enough. The little Sawsbuck wintry scene. That's a combination of like a few 3D models. And then lots of painting and stuff afterwards. Yeah, this will be one of the amiibos that I can tap. Yeah, this is only like done as of a couple days ago. Since I used a heat gun to get off all like the stringy bits. I mean, I guess it's not done. There's a little bit of white that I see that I missed on the Deerling. So I should probably touch that up late tonight or something. That's what I should probably do, realistically. Well. Okay, come on. Just do this. Also, 3D printed Wii U gamepad stand that I made for a different friend. Nice. Yeah, lots of handy things that you can make with 3D printing. Like, speaking of stands, literally this right here, this little controller tower where it's modular. You can switch them out, each individual one. So top I have a PlayStation holder, middle Xbox holder, and then bottom like Switch controller holder. You know, lots of cool things. Always the openable Pokeballs and all that. My little disaster failed Master Sword that kind of sits back here. Maybe I'll redo another one day. I know how to do it properly now. But I just don't know if I'd have the space for like a full one, so I've never bothered doing one for myself. So that little partial one just kind of sits on my desk. Just kind of chills out there. Will this reach? Nope, sure won't. Bulb! No! How's it going, Lancer? Oh no, let's, my god, that didn't actually do as much damage as I genuinely thought it would. I never get flurry rushes in this game. It's never happening. Well, speaking of, like, me criticizing the music before, that actually sounded like it was a pretty cool remix of Gerudo Town. Trouble is, I can't hear it. So maybe this game just does have, like, general good OST, but I just can never hear it. Because, like, there's smidges that I hear like that where it's like, ooh, that sounds pretty good. I want to hear more of it. But even after turning up the sounds, I just can't hear it. Probably been here for more than 2 minutes without typing, so I'm probably considered a bot by Twitch. Those darn bots, huh? That darn Lancer bot. We better ask the YouTube AI about, gosh dang it, about that. Well. Oh, that's gonna be my only way to dodge that there. It's just switching character. Thanks. I actually flare rush something for once. Amazing. The hell? The skirt is completely shot up. Speaking of it failing. No, that, no. No, 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 no. Try again, how about? Let's see here. Try again. One more time. Yeah, so it had a little bit of trouble with the skirt there, and I got a little bit caught up into that corner where that would just lead into breaks the track on my camera, or just lead into more issues, and then have this slowly start peeling up and stuff is what happened here. Didn't exactly go on cleanly. So just restart now. Best course of action. All right. Oop. One downside of doing multiple things at once is elevated risk of failure there. Where if I let that go for longer, then if one failed, the other one would have failed. It's a good thing I caught that early. It's always good to keep an eye on it while it's putting on the first couple layers, just in case. Is bed adhesion more of a problem for bed slinger printers? I have a general bit of issue with bed adhesion from time to time. I greatly appreciate the raid there, Loser Theorist. Welcome on in ads. Well, welcome on in here shortly. There's a dumb thing where if you join a stream and don't type for 2 minutes, it assumes you're a bot, or so I'm told. Yeah, could well be the case there. Wait until Loser Theorist is out of the ads, out of the ad hell. But yeah, I don't know. I sometimes have issues with bed adhesion. I haven't washed my build. Well, I've washed my build plates recently, but I've been 3D printing so much that how recent really is it? You know. So I should give both my print beds a good scrubbing again tonight. So I should do probably a decent bit of residue and stuff built up, so that could be a issue there. But you know, I don't know. I've been fighting bed adhesion on this printer for many years now. There are some really finicky, like, articulated dragons I've tried to print before with, like, really fine details that start to peel pretty badly, and then the whole thing fails, and some models I still haven't been able to print because of that. So, I don't know if it's generally a thing with bed slinger printers, but I mean, bed adhesion is one of the bigger issues I've been fighting this machine on for a long, long time. Do be the case. So yeah, maybe one of these days I really should just get a non-bed slinger, multicolor, fancy schmancy printer, and this becomes a spare or something. Are you out of the ads there, Loser Theorist? Or are you still are you still in ad hell? Got an ad break right when you started reading my message, so I didn't catch anything you said. Well, that sounds like a you problem. I mean, I suppose it would be less of an issue since my print bed is stationary, aside from going up and down when layers change. Yeah, like that is probably better for adhesion, you would think. Like, what with the whole vibrating of this. I've had issues with that little table that's on shaking with like that all. So we've kind of supported the legs of that table, and the bottom of the table, the little shelving area, is filled with a shit ton of bricks. I don't know if my camera angle has ever shown that exactly, but just for it to actually stay on there better. Look, it's doing better now. It's doing better now. Just a little bit of bad luck the first time. Look at that. Skirt went on cleanly. No peeling and getting up into anything. We should be good, assuming something doesn't go wrong with, like, the next one that it starts putting on there. So, we're probably good. Should be able to let it ride now. But yeah, I'm free, emancipated from ad hell. Good to hear. How are you enjoying Hyrule Warriors? This game sucks, man. And this is coming from someone that actually liked both Hyrule Warriors and Age of Calamity. I don't think this game's good. I was just talking about that a little bit earlier. But, like, maybe it's a controversial opinion or a hot take. But I think Hyrule Warriors is good. I think Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity is good. I don't think this game's good. Also, mine has an enclosed chamber, so the bed probably keeps heat better. Yeah, it definitely would there when you have, like, the whole air surrounding being hot as well. I appreciate the bit there, Anima. Banana phone. How's it going today? like, the plot of this, here's my little short version with this game. The plot of this game is a big nothing burger that contributes nothing to, like, the story of Tears of the Kingdom. It's literally, Ganondorf started waging war, now spend the entire story going around defeating, like, his baddies and his generals in different places of the world. Until, I guess, something different happens, and something different has not yet happened. And I have, how many hours do I have in this game now? Well over 10 hours, at least. And, I think that this is getting close to, like, a 30-part series, so I'm probably around, like, 15-ish hours if I had to guess. I'm probably more than that. It's gotta be coming close to 20, I would think. I don't know. It's just... nothing has really happened. Zelda, who's supposed to be, like, essentially the main character here, you can remove her from the story and genuinely nothing would change. This guy here, this guy, feels like more of the main character than Zelda does, which is kind of a little sad. And there was a little bit of mystery with that character, which has now been resolved, and now it's like, okay, well, now what do I have to care about when it comes to the plot? The plot is being driven forward by, like, a whole bunch of generic kind of characters here, like, there's a small handful of characters that we've heard about in Tears of the Kingdom, and most of them are just, like, generic NPC grunts, like, from different factions in the world. Like, Sholani here. There's 2 generic characters from each region that, like, I don't know if you do side quests if they'd have, like, their own plots or something, but it literally feels like this game is being built up by, like, generic NPCs as opposed to having, like, a star-studded cast like the last 2 Hyrule Warriors games had. And then, yeah, you're going that way. And this game does try to have things, like, from Tears of the Kingdom and all that, like this stuff that you can do. Put down a Zonai device. Put down a fan. But when there's so much shit going on the screen like this, and they're flashing white so rapidly, this game genuinely gives me headaches from too much stuff going on, that it's overstimulating and it hurts my eyes. And so, like, you know, same general Hyrule Warriors gameplay that the other games have had, but with, like, Zonai device twist. But it's so much shit going on that, like, I played this game for a couple hours, and I just have to stop because I genuinely can't take anymore. And that's the end of that. So what are you doing out here anyway? So that's kind of why I don't like this game. Tempted to drive off the monsters in this desert, even if only a little. But appreciate you joining me should you have a moment. So, I mean, generally speaking, if you like Dynasty Warriors gameplay and like Tears of the Kingdom, chances are you get a kick out of this game. But just as is, it's just, I don't think it's great. And also the very hard difficulty is incredibly poorly balanced. Controlling Sholani, a Gerudo swordswoman who serves at Artie's side. Her relentless training has made her sword strikes extremely precise, allowing her to cut down enemies with ease. Press X with proper timing after you use any of her strong attacks for a far more powerful attack. So in very hard mode here, you only have so many rations per battle, and that's it. So your amount of health is, like, actually finite. There's no picking up, like, health items from, like, stuff around the map, being able to replenish it at camps, no being able to pick it up off of enemies. You have a finite amount of health going into every battle, which isn't that big a deal on some of these shorter battles, but it is a big deal on, like, some of these multi-part or super long battles that have, like, multiple phases, and then have you going up against, like, some super crazy big bad at the end, with, like, a health bar that goes down so insanely slowly that you basically need to be playing darn near perfectly for, like, 10 minutes, because the health bar takes so long. And if you use too many healing items before reaching that, guess what? You're screwed. You'd be better off just restarting the whole battle. And there's no indication before you start a battle of how long it's going to be and how much you need to stockpile your healing items. So I go into, like, some short battles being like, oh, I took 1 hit from an enemy in, like, the very first, like, before the first checkpoint. I may as well restart the whole battle because I don't want to screw myself later. And then it turns out to be, like, a really short battle where I didn't need to be stockpiling all this healing stuff. But there's no way to know, like, unless you Google this ahead of time, like, how many stages are there to this battle. So you basically just have to stockpile, like, some crazy hoarder your healing items if you want a chance towards the end, just in case it's one of those battles with, like, a super crazy 10-minute long boss at the end that has taken me, like, freaking 45 minutes, an hour worth of attempting over and over again, just because, like, my health is so finite. And even if there's no one attack that's particularly hard to dodge by any means, it's a fact that you get, like, 2-shot while they take forever to go down that makes the game artificially pumped with difficulty on very hard mode here. And I'm just, I just don't like it, quite frankly. But yeah, that's an ancient reference. Holy shit, from Anima there. Burns out from work and made myself so addicted to a game. What game there? How goes me? I mean, same as usual here. recently. There hasn't really been all that much that's changed, but, you know, we're getting through things. And, you know, doing what we can here, at least, essentially. Remember hearing that song when I was like 10? I probably did as well. I probably forgot it there. It's definitely familiar there. This game's cast is full of a lot of some guys. Yeah, that's how it goes. You should 3D print a model of some generic NPC from this game to use as a trophy. A trophy for what? Idea, make a generic Zelda OC and try to gaslight people that they're a canon character from this game. You totally could, though. To be frank, I love a good hack and slash game. Like, Koei, Tecmo, and Mega Force make great games. They do. Like, I do have, like, lots of respect for both the studios there. Legend of Zelda ones, I kind of hate. I'm okay with a Fire Emblem-ish. Okay. I'm not the only one with hot takes here, then. But anyway, if you're still here, I do greatly appreciate the raid once again, Loser Theorist. And what were you just streaming, if you don't mind me asking? I've been, like, rambling a bit about this game now. Okay, and now I see that the Discord DM that I got, there was, like, the loose DS cartridges there. That's fun. I just wanted to see in case it was my cousin's. Make a Switch game case like this. 3D printing. And you put, like, your Switch game cartridges in there and stuff. Little question mark block and stuff. Marvel Rivals, but started off with Metroid Prime 4. Oh, how are you liking Metroid Prime 4? I know that game's been pretty controversial recently. But maybe I'm the controversial one for actually really quite liking the game. I don't know why a lot of people are treating it like it's, you know, absolutely ruined everything. Actually, you're enjoying it, actually. Same. Wait a sec, we never even said yes. Wait, so what? The what now? By the way, I get what you're doing out here, but why are you taking it all on by your lonesome? But apparently a lot of people are really unhappy with Metroid Prime 4. I'm really liking it, though. Disobeyed my chieftain's orders and sought aid from Hyrule behind her back. I could, but the decision to go out by myself was mine alone. Can't be a burden to Artie any longer. I won't. There's another complaint. Things aren't voice acted in battle, which distracts me from looking at the actual chaos going on in front of me. And trying to read things there as best I can, and I'm missing things frequently. So I have no idea what the hell people are talking about. I see you're like the other one, but green instead of purple there. Don't know why either. Like, I think my biggest criticism right now are, like, the desert is kind of empty and boring. So, like, I get that criticism people have. And apparently people really don't like the ending. I don't know what the ending is, so, like, I can't speak to that. When Silas is gonna turn into a Beyblade again. And let it rip, and then we have, like, a crazy epic final battle, and then, and people are gonna be so upset that Silex was out there Beyblading again, like in his first battle. I don't know. Haven't gotten there either, just got to the mines. Wait, what are the mines? Like, I'm pretty decently far in the game. What would the mines be? Or is that, like, the lava area? What you mean? The lava pool, whatever the heck it's called. I forgot what the area names there are. There's Ice Belt. There's, I forgot the name of the magma area. But that, or no, the forge, or whatever the heck, where the 5th key is. Okay, you're probably further ahead than me. That's why I don't know what the mines is. That's the next place I have to go to. I'm at 4 keys in. Only because my bud doesn't know how to quit going after monsters. I'm just along for the ride. So you're a little bit ahead of me then. Come on, charge! Finished Prime 4 and it was a 9 out of 10 experience for me. But I can see how the game is hostile to speedrunning, and crystal gathering is best done alongside 100% item expansion. Because I've heard that complaint from people too, is that apparently you need like a certain amount of green crystals to be able to beat the game at all. So if you haven't been doing it throughout the game, you have to go around for like an hour just getting a shit ton of green crystals in the desert there. You know, a danger attack from a Moth Gibdo will send them flying back into a nearby hive, destroying it. How do I interrupt a dangerous... that's these, right? I think. So this I do? Like that? More quacks. Oh my god, so much slow motion there. Monster, we become monster hunters. We totally do. Huh. I did that in time, but like... Okay. Nice timing on the sound effect. Okay, thank goodness we have freaking auto aim on here. It magnetizes them to the thing. You know, you and my bud aren't all that different the way you go running off to fight stuff alone. Perhaps you're right. The kaboom timing? Yeah, you redeemed the kaboom there, I see. But yeah, let's see here. I have to lurk for a bit because I need to get some food. That's fair enough. Enjoy the lurk there, Loser Theorist. Let's hope that Prime 4's controversies don't make Nintendo reluctant to make more Metroid games like what happened with the other app. Yeah, let's hope not. So, what havoc it may wreak. At some point, you gotta stop assuming we're okay tagging along. But alright, let's go one more time. Alright, we're getting a lot of quacks now. Don't I need to, like, electric these guys or something? Hell yeah, brother.
I feel such vigor.
Whatever, just order all. But yeah, I would say there is some misinformation being banded out about the ending, but its execution is less than perfect. Still good in my view. This too is for Artie's sake. I must repel this creature before it ravages our lands. We're gonna get constant quacks from Mythic now. Shalani's fired up. Snake death. He's really serious about this, huh? You got this, Shalani. Take it down. Oh my god, there goes half my health.
You fool!
We're getting all the sound effects now. Most streams go, like, so long, potentially even the entire duration with no sound effects. But then sometimes we'll have during streams out of nowhere. All the sound effects start coming in. Here, get rid of some of these Redeads or Gibdos or whatever the hell they are. I don't remember. I don't remember. Here, just do that. Okay. We're gonna get a lot of sound effects here. Press repeatedly. Then, I don't know, ice fruit, sure. Do that. Oh, good, my favorite music loop ever. Here, weak point smash. What do I do? Whole chat log is just being filled with, like, all these sound effect redeems. Okay, come on. What? Did I just do something special? Why did I do, like, a special sound effect? Before everything goes wrong. Okay. Well, I don't know. Let there be some ice. Dang it, that hits me before he even starts charging. The heal, dang it. I had to press the button many times to open the menu. It's like Pokemon Legends CA there. You just have to hit the button over and over again before it actually goes through. Alright.
Nice shot.
But was it, though? But was it a nice shot, though? I'm debating about potentially doing, like, some custom redeems for the next 24-hour charity stream. Gosh dang it. Like, if there's some way that I can dick around with, like, Python code or something like that, or even some other programming language to be able to, get, like, some cool effects during, like, some special events. Like, what if there was a point redemption for all messages automatically become text-to-speech for, like, 10 minutes or something like that? That was one that I, had thunk up with semi-recently here, thinking, huh, that'd probably be really funny. I'd be a little bit worried about people just starting to spam. Maybe 10 minutes is a bit too long. But literally everyone gets to talk constantly in my ears then or something or other. I don't know. Like, if there's some redemptions that I can make so that the moment someone redeems it, it just automatically goes through and is doing things. Like, I don't have to hit a special button or anything like that. That'd be kind of cool, right? Well, where even... There you are, jeez. Yeah, I gotta be doing stuff like this. I'm kind of playing on autopilot and forgetting about stuff like that. You are doing nothing, Night Construct. You are doing absolutely nothing. Here, fist bump. Press repeatedly. My eyes are already starting, like, all the white flashing there. All this. It is already starting to make my eyes a little bit sore. Like, I cannot do this game for long sessions at all. Like, it cannot be done. Yeah, I actually got the timing there. Forgot how bad bit prices are on mobile. Yeah, never buy bits on mobile. Big mistake. Because, oh boy. $5 for 245 bits. So the streamer gets literally less than half of what you pay. Jeez. Yeah, that's pretty small. Yeah, you weren't kidding about that constant shift to the music being annoying. Oh, yeah. It really is. It's really bad. Ready to hear it again here in a sec? Here we go. Get out of here. Defeated the Molduga. I'm really glad that's the end of the battle because I was out of healing items. I'm inside now. There we go. Well, that should calm things down for now. But I have a request of you, Kalima.
Well,
Might I support you on your travels? Doing so will help me better serve Artie in the future, I suspect.
Huh?
I mean, you don't want to go back to your Gerudo friends? Alright, as long as you're sure about that.
as you say.
I already told you. I have much to atone for first. That, and I'm realizing I have much. I could. It freaking. It's. I have no idea what the hell was said there. It doesn't auto advance, or it doesn't manually advance. It auto advances. I tried to press A to go on to the next bit of text at one point, and then it just displayed skip in the bottom right corner there, and it didn't go away. In my opinion, when it comes to video games, if you have voice acting, you should auto advance. If there's no voice acting, then you shouldn't auto advance, because you're relying on the player reading. And if the player doesn't read fast enough and you auto advance, they have no idea what the hell was said. Is the thing. Oh man, so I have no idea what the hell was said because it's not voice acted there and it auto advanced, which is like my least favorite combination there. There we go. Like, you can have voice acting and manual advance and whatever. I'm fine with that too. But if you have no voice acting, the player needs to read and it auto advances, you're just asking for the player to miss things. I think that irks me in a lot of games I play there. I think it's supposed to be like how when you wail on the boss with your sword in Twilight Princess, it'd be great if it didn't change all the fucking time. Yeah, I do generally like the concept of adaptive music in video games. Like, I think it's cool to have it like adapt depending on what's going on and feel like it's doing so naturally. But that's the key part, is like it feeling natural, and two, like it not being all the time. So like when you're going up against the Molduga, the general boss battle theme just goes do 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 do, and then every time you get a weak point smash, which is all the time, it goes do 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 do, and then like the moment passes and it goes right back to do 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 do. You get another weak point smash. Do 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 do. You know, it's like complete shift of tone, and it's obnoxious, is what it is, in my opinion. Hey, look, I got some fortified pumpkins that look like they came right out of the lumpy pumpkin